Alright, on the last video we went over the 60s, Anthony Perkins in Psycho, he's cross-dresser. 70s we had Three's Company with John Ritter. Then Gina Davis in the 70s with Tootsie. Then we had Bosom Buddies with Tom Hanks in the 80s. Robin Williams with Miss Doubtfire. And now we're going to go into Jim Carrey in the 90s with a movie called Ace Ventura. I want you to realize, though, that except for Robin Williams, everyone I named on this list got their big break with these movies. You know what I mean? Psycho made Anthony Perkins star. Same with Three's Company with John Ritter. Tootsie, Gina Davis, that was her breaking role. You know what I mean? Tom Hanks with Bosom Buddies. And Jim Carrey with this Ace Ventura. This was his big break. All right, let's see what his bloodline is. He's got one Magna Carta signer, but he's got 3 of the 7 kings. And if you remember, if you watched Ace Ventura, at the end of the movie you find out that it was a transsexual that was the murderer, and it was a comedy.
He seemed to understand his greatness before the rest of the world did. This hometown motivation is just what he needed to keep his dreams alive, so yet again, he went back to Hollywood. Within a few months, Jim successfully landed the main role for a sitcom called The Duck Factory. Becoming the lead role in a sitcom was a massive opportunity that was seemingly reserved for A-list comedians in the 80s. It became a little more normalized in the 90s for new talent to get their own show. This means that Carrey was ahead of the curve, sitting on a potential gold mine. To promote the series, Carrey was set to appear on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, which aired on the same network as The Duck Factory. During his appearance, the 21...
And I want you to remind you, we already went over Johnny Carson in the last video. He is a royal.
Damon told his brother Keenan about Jim while he was developing the soon-to-be groundbreaking American sketch comedy television show In Living Color.
And Damon was like, yo, Keenan.
So he got on a Johnny Carson show, then he got on the In Living Color show on TV. Then he finally got his big break.
Carrey's role on In Living Color is exactly what he needed to prove to Hollywood that he could be a star. From there, he secured a lead role in a major Hollywood production, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, which grossed $107 million worldwide. He finally did it. All his hard work paid off. He finally proved himself to Hollywood. And unlike all of his previous success, his momentum was not about to slow down. Jim Carrey was about to take over the 90s and become one of the greatest physical comedian actors in entertainment history. Warner immediately paid him $5 million to reprise his role as Ace Ventura. While filming The Mask, New Line Cinema offered Carrey $7 million to make a sequel and paid him $7 million to appear in Dumb and Dumber. At the time, it may have seemed unwise to offer Carrey such a large amount of money for a new talent. Carrey was undoubtedly one of the biggest draws in Hollywood throughout the 90s, and became the first actor to be paid $20 million for a role, and that was to star in the dark comedy The Cable Guy. He was among the top ranks of A-listers, alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger, Harrison Ford, and Sylvester Stallone.
You were the first one to get a $20 million movie, right? That's what they say. I mean,
The Truman Show was a critical success, grossing over $264 million worldwide. It also marked a significant shift for Jim, as he demonstrated his range and depth as an actor.
Notice that Time magazine. Who founded Time magazine? Notice here, Henry Luce, co-founder of not just Time, but Life, Fortune, and Sports Illustrated magazines. He is the founder of them, or co-founder, I guess. See what his thing is. Now look, he doesn't have royalty on this site. I don't know if he's royal or not, but look at who he's related to, man. Here, let me get my glasses off here. Governor, U.S. Secretary of State, Governor, signer of the Declaration of Independence, third president of Bowdoin College, Johnny Appleseed, Governor, President, First Lady, the Morgan family, Governor, President, First Lady, John Hinckley Jr., See, it's all the same Dewey's Decimal System. You know what I mean? Here's a general. Morgan. Here's a Vanderbilt family. Here's a first lady, Anderson Cooper, from the news thing. You know what I mean? Vice President Woolworth. He's related to like everybody. This guy's probably royal. I don't know if he is or not, but you know, here's a Vice President, Secretary of State. Lucille Ball. Here's a president, Warren Buffett. You know what I mean? These people, look at this, First Lady. Burt Reynolds. There we go. Princess Diana, Rocco Walsh, Clint Eastwood. You see, he's royal. He's related to look at this guy who shot John Lennon. Another governor. Hey, Prince William, Harry. Come on, man. Marilyn Monroe. All these people, man. Look at this. Secretary of Health. Oh, Jodie Foster. Dr. Jill Biden. Yeah, Jill Biden. The Heinz family. Boris Johnson. Mitt Romney. Come on, man. This guy is a royal. Look, there's Matthew Perry. The only guy that died on Friends was Matthew Perry, and he is royal.
I woke up and I understood suddenly. Thought is responsible for, if not all, most of the suffering we experience.
He had a strange appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Is that a gang sign that you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue. For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, and they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things. You know what they're trying to do? Ooh, this thing is buzzing. Hold on. They're trying to turn us into, consumer drones of some sort. Hold on, I just got to get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm in the middle of blowing the lid off some... What happened? I'm sorry, Jimmy. I was temporarily interrupted by my iPhone 6 Plus. 5.5 heads-up HD display. I think what I was really trying to say was I think people will enjoy Dumb and Dumber this weekend.
There were multiple sources that claimed that they were at the show and that the whole time there was no actual audience laughter, and a laugh track was added in post-production to the video that was uploaded to YouTube. Some people looked at Jim's mockery as brave, that he was potentially exposing the truth and that his life could be in danger.
That's a joke. What he's doing, Jim Carrey, is he wants to make fun of it. He wants you not to believe in the deep state and say how crazy it is. Well, he has the same royal blood as the king and queen of England today and all our presidents.
Coincidentally, at the same time Jim was outwardly speaking about his spiritual awakening and calling out the horrors of Hollywood, he was also in the middle of some pretty dark times, with shocking allegations against him that he could have prevented and allegedly caused the death of his then-girlfriend, Katrina White.
No, I'm doing just fine. There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
They're celebrating.
You gotta admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons and
Celebrating icons, boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself.
Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I
Was that
didn't
an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed
Who
up.
did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream?
It's just things happening. There are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay. So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's the
uplifting.
thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
That's the good news. It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
That's the good news.
Okay.
Alchemized his pain, turned it into art. Exquisite, timeless, healing art. Very few people know that the Tramp character's funny walk was because he had worn through the soles of his shoes. He was in pain and trying to avoid the blisters. Trying to stay off his feet. You know, without empathy like that, this character would never have existed. Without empathy, we won't either.
He has empathy for the illegal aliens, but not us.
And with modern times, he criticized capitalism without a conscience. And that's what we have now. We have capitalism without a conscience. He showed the common man being fed through gears of the brutal, dehumanizing industrial age. He took on the American right wing of his day, its worst evils: hatred of immigrants, contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. We are fighting those same evils today. In America, in the United Kingdom, across the globe. And we need to be clear, shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower. It is the mark of a villain. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. Almost half of America at this moment believes there is a sinister deep state diabolically plotting to what? Give them health care? What is the sinister plan here? We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is. So tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to those who remind us of our virtues, who remind us of the truth, to Sir Charles Chaplin, who...
And let's look at his bloodline again. Magna Carta signer. 1, 2, 3 of the 7 kings. That means he's, look at this, Kellogg. He's related to everyone. Johnny Appleseed, Benedict Arnold. All these people are all royals, man. Justin Trudeau, Pierre Trudeau, the 15th Prime Minister of Canada. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's FDR, the Morgan family, Woolworth, Ulysses S. Grant, the Post family. Come on, man. Mitt Romney, Hillary Clinton, Angelo Jolene. All these people are on the same. Here, look, Warren Buffett. You know, Vice President. I'm going to not name all of them, but I mean, look at these people. They're all the same people. Here's Nancy Reagan, Madonna. It's like, hey, you think that these people aren't all related? There's Justin Bieber, there's Bill Nye, here's a 5th director of the CIA, Secretary of State, all these people, man. Burt Reynolds, Jodie Foster, Shirley Temple. There's John Kerry. Come on, man. All these people, Clint Eastwood. It's all the same people, man. And Boris Johnson there, Princess Diana, Prince William, Prince Harry, Duchess of York. This guy is telling you there's no deep state. And yet he's related to everybody.